Okay, now let's talk about the second part of our lesson. Let's complete talking about the properties of the light. Let's remember together the properties of the light. There are 5 properties of the light. The first one, light travels in a straight line. The reflection of the light, the penetration of the light through different materials, and the refraction of the light and splitting of the light. In the previous session, we talked about the light travels in a straight line and the reflection of the light. Today, we will complete talking about the other properties of the light. Let's start with the third one, the penetration of the light through the different materials. The light can pass through different materials, so we will divide the materials according to the penetration of the light through them into 3 types: transparent material, semi-transparent material, and opaque material. Again, we will divide the materials according to the penetration of the light through them into transparent material, semi-transparent or translucent material, and opaque material. Let's talk about each one of them. Let's start with the first one, the transparent material. What is the transparent material? It is a material that allows the light to pass through them. But they are the materials that allow the light to pass through them, such as what? Such as the glass. The glass allows the light to pass through them. And we can see the image behind them clearly. We can see the image behind them clearly, as we see here. Transparent materials such as what? Like the glass, like the air. So the air and the glass, they are transparent material. Why? Because they allow the light to pass through them, and we can see the image behind them clearly, as we see here. Let's talk about the second type of the materials, the semi-transparent materials or the translucent materials. As we see here, we can see from the semi-transparent material, we can see the image clearly like the transparent one. No, it seems to be less clear. So the semi-transparent materials, they allow some light to pass through them. But the semi-transparent materials, they allow some light to pass through them. And you can see the image behind them, but less clearly than the transparent one, as we see here. Yes, we can see the image behind it, but less clear than the transparent one. But the semi-transparent material, like what? Like the tissue paper, and like some types of the plastic, they are semi-transparent. They can allow some lights to pass through them. Let's talk about the last type of the materials, the opaque material. As we see here, we can see any image behind them. No, we cannot see any image behind them. So the opaque materials, they don't allow the light to pass through them. They don't allow any light to pass through them, and you cannot see any image behind them. Such as what? The opaque materials, such as the carton, the foil paper, the book, the wood. If you have, when you behind the wooden door, you cannot see anything behind it. So the opaque materials, they are the materials that don't allow any light to pass through them, and we cannot see any image through them. Okay, now let's talk about the fourth property. But before talking about it, let's make a small activity. If we put a spoon, bring a cup of water and put a spoon or pencil on it, and look at the cup from different places. The spoon or the pencil seems to, or appears to be what? It seems to be bent or broken, as we see here. The spoon or the pencil, it seems or appears to be bent or broken. Why? This is because of the light refraction. Now let's talk about the fourth property of the light, which is called the light refraction. What makes the spoon or the pencil appears to be broken? When the light pass through two different transparent media. For example, when the light passes from air to water or from water to air, what will happen to the light? The light will change its direction. The light will change its direction. Why the light change its direction? Because the light moves in air faster than in water. Because the light travels faster in air than in water, when the light travels or moves from air to water, it will change its direction. This is why the pencil or the spoon appears to be broken or to be bent. Again, when the light passes from one transparent media to another, for example, from air to water, the light will change its direction due to the difference in the speed of the light. As we said, the light is faster in air than in water. So the fourth property of the light, it is the refraction of light. What is the meaning of refraction, or what is meant by refraction? It is the changing in the direction of the light rays. But when the light can change its direction when it passes through two different transparent media. What are the two different transparent media? The air and water. Why the light change its direction when it passes through two different transparent media? It will change its direction due to the difference in the speed of the light. As we said, the light travels faster in air than in water. So when the light changes its direction, when it passes through two different transparent media from air to water or water to air, it will change its direction, and this is called the refraction of light. So we see the objects broken or bent. Here there is an important give reason. You can seeing the spoon bent or broken on immersing it in a transparent cup of water. Why we said it's appear bent or broken when we see something bent or broken in a cup of water? This is only for one reason: the refraction of the light, or due to the light refraction. Let's talk about the last property of the light, the splitting of the light. What is the meaning of splitting? Splitting means separation. When the light separated in the splitting of the light, it is the separation of the light, and the light can be separated into different colors. But the splitting of the light, it is the separation of the white light into 7 colors. These 7 colors, we call them 7 spectrum lights. But the splitting of the light, it means it is the separation of the white light into 7 spectrum colors. We call them the spectrum colors. But how the white light can be separated? By using what? It can be separated by using a glass prism. As we see here, this is called glass prism. When the light passes through the glass prism, it will separate into 7 spectrum colors. We must know them in order. The 7 spectrum colors start with red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Again, the white light separated into 7 spectrum colors. The 7 spectrum colors start with what? Let's see here. Red, then orange, then yellow, then green, then blue, then indigo, then violet. We call these colors the 7 spectrum colors. But how the white light can be separated? By using glass prism. This shape, it's called prism, and it's made up of glass. We see the rainbow in the sky. When we see the 7 colors, 7 spectrum colors in the sky, we call them rainbow. When the light split, when the light separated or separated or splitting in the sky, we call these colors as a rainbow. How the rainbow is formed in the sky? Is there any glass prism in the sky? Yes, the rainbow is formed after rain. After raining, each drop of the rain or each droplet of the water, it will act as a prism. The shape of the drops of the water, it will be like a prism. So when the white light passes through these drops of water, they will be separated into 7 spectrum colors, which we call them in the sky the rainbow. So thank you.